Do you see the psychic Baba Vanga, who supposedly accurately predicted 9/11, who said World War III will be next month? Is that where we are in the world? Believing psychics? Let's look up Baba Vanga. Where is it? Be more specific. Doing well, Strike. Okay, here. There's a Reddit thread going over, like, the evidence, I suppose. Randomly stumbled across an article on Baba Vanga, then watched a couple of videos, then did some Googling, and it's widely reported that she predicted 9/11 in 1989 with this quote, translated from Bulgarian. Horror, horror, the American brethren will fall after being attacked by the steel birds. The wolves will be howling in a bush, and innocent blood will be gushing. This is an insanely accurate prediction. The brethren being the Twin Towers, steel birds obviously being planes, and Bush referring to George W. Bush. I'm a very rational person. I don't believe in clairvoyance, ghosts, astrology, religion, etc. So naturally I started looking for evidence, and as expected, I could not find any reference to this quote from before 2001, or from before the past 10 years, to be honest. Is there such evidence? I don't imagine there is, but since millions of people apparently take Baba Vanga seriously, I thought I would ask here before dismissing it as nonsense. Yep, that sounds about right. It's also interesting when it comes to, like, predictions. Thanks, Resub Ross. How clearly Baba Vanga would be able to say planes and, like, say exactly what they were predicting, I would think. They wouldn't be using nondescript terms like brethren, steel birds, and bush. That's just absolute baloney that people throw together. It's just supposed to make it sound more mystical. You remember the 69-year-old guy who drank at 120 bars in 24 hours to break the world record? I did not, but good for him. I've heard about Baba Vanga. She's allegedly predicted things like World War II, Chernobyl, and Barack Obama becoming president. World War II? What do you mean? She predicted World War II? Why didn't she stop it? God damn it, Baba Vanga. "99% of everything people say she predicted is completely made up bullshit. Every time something major happens, headlines start popping up about Vanga having predicted it. The pandemic, Vanga predicted it. Russia-Ukraine, Vanga predicted it. The recent earthquake in Turkey, Vanga predicted... Does she actually get credit for every single thing that happens? What kind of deal did she make with that? And yeah, I've been keeping up the JoJo Siwa stuff loosely. She predicted the orifice. Yeah, that was her final prediction. Most terrifying of all, the flesh box. I appreciate it, Blitz. Hope you enjoy it. But I'll tell you right now, I don't think Baba Vanga's the most trusted source for anything. But let me see her World War III prediction, since apparently she made one of those, which I doubt. It's probably just people putting words in her mouth. Let's see. She died in 1996, by the way. Probably should have mentioned that. She was known as the Nostradamus. She was known as the Nostradamus of the Balkans. She left behind predictions for every year up until 5079, when she said the world would end. What was her prediction for 2023? That's a lot of predictions to be making. Let's take a peek. One of the most alarming 2023 predictions attributed to Baba Vanga concerns a solar storm which could have caused calamitous consequences. So that didn't work. So that was a lie. Imagine, though. I mean, she gets credit for anything that does happen. So even though her prediction was wrong, she still got credit for something else that happened totally unrelated. So, I mean, she still wins. There's a prime code. No, I haven't tried again recently, H2O. You can actually find her predictions list by year. Google Baba Vanga prediction list by year. Okay. Thanks, Resub Panda. Oops, wrong website. Oh wait, no, is it this one? From chemical.com? Thanks, Resub Immertonk. Oh yeah, you're right, here we go. Let's see the Baba Vanga predictions. 2010, World War III. Well, that didn't work. That was quick. So, she predicted World War III in 2010 and 2024? Interesting. The war was supposed to begin on November 2010 and end in October 2014. Nuclear will be used initially and then chemical warfare. 2011, result of fallout, or as a result of the fallout in the Northern Hemisphere, there will not be any animals or vegetation. 2014, man, this is, what? 2023, she didn't even try very hard. In 2023, her prediction was a little bit of change in the Earth's orbit. Yeah, moderate, I don't know. Earth moved differently in 2023, I guess. And then 2025, yeah, Europe still settled, kinda, a little bit. She's so popular in the Balkans, my president quoted her once. Why? Why? She's just wrong about everything. Like, immediately. If people were following her predictions, the world would be in a state of disarray. Thinking a world war was happening in November of 2010. And that the nuclear fallout was going to kill every animal and plant. Resub Fisherman. In 2028, creating a new energy source, probably a controlled thermonuclear reaction. Hunger is gradually being overcome, and launched a manned spacecraft to Venus. How in the fuck will we go from pretty much no life left here, and within 10 years, have the ability to send a manned spacecraft to Venus and solve hunger? How the fuck does that work? And also, what would we accomplish on Venus? That's like one of the worst planets we could visit. 2043, the world economy is thriving. In Europe, Muslims rule. 2046, any bodies, organs can be manufactured. Cloning. Replacing the bodies is becoming one of the best methods of treatment. So she must have watched the movie The Island with Ewan McGregor and Scarlett Johansson. During the attack on the Muslim Rome, the United States used a new kind of weapon, the climate. The sharp cooling, instant freezing. And then 2076, we get a classless society, communism. 2084, nature is restored. In 2088, there's a new disease, aging for a few seconds. And then 11 years later, rapid aging defeated. In 2100, we get an artificial sun that illuminates the dark side of the... What the fuck is the dark side of the Earth? Thanks for the 5 gifted members, Foop. I appreciate that. And that's not a bad idea, Woody. Maybe I will. The not bright side. Oh, true. Yeah, I forgot. There's a whole part of the Earth that's just never bright. It's perpetually dark. It never sees sunlight. We don't go over there. It's past the edge of the Earth with the ice caps. Thanks for the membership, Anthony. I want to, Anthony. I want to be in Tekken. In 2111, people become living robots. Then there's a small war. Hungary gets signals from space. Then we get Atlantis. Somehow, in 2164, the animals turn half human. That's quite a plot. Why would they do that? How would they do that? Do we do that to them? Yeah, I guess we finally get, like, cat girls. Okay, and then we get a new religion 3 years later. Probably in no small part because of the half-human animals that we've now got living in our world that sprung up out of nowhere. I imagine they probably started the new religion. Oh, it's called PDQ Kronos. Yeah, give it a whirl. I think it's great chicken. And we also just got a Dave's Hot Chicken, which is pretty fire, too. They're both worth checking out. And yeah, we just talked about that Necromancer. Thanks for membership, Clyde. Drought. Colony on Mars becomes a nuclear power and demands independence from Earth. When did we... She's leaving out crucial details. So now we have a colony on Mars that's demanding independence from Earth. At some point. I guess we abandoned Venus. Stop 2 volcanic eruptions. We now have a full functioning sea colony. Sun slowing, thermonuclear processes, temperature drops. Humanity comes in contact with aliens, something terrible. And 2256, a spacecraft forgotten to Earth, terrible new disease. I don't know what that means. There's a membership, Richie, in the resub science. Is this like world patch notes? No, it's fucking Baba Vanga predictions, which apparently people really believe in, which is outrageous. Because she's just wrong about everything, clearly. She predicted World War III in 2010, and yet people still give her credit for everything that happens on the planet, saying she predicted it. Thanks, membership, douche. In 2271, restart physical constants are changed, so the laws of physics change. You're telling me, 200 years from now, the laws of physics are going to change? Why would they do that? What the fuck? And then 2 years later, mixing yellow, white, and black races, new race. Wow, that's... Jesus, Baba Vanga. I have not checked in a long time, Eduardo. I mean, I can look at it, though. Could be open to that, Loftman, perhaps. We'll see. Man, there's so many. We get time travel in 2288 and new contact with aliens. The sun cools and we're making attempts to light it again. That's actually the plot to a Courage the Cowardly Dog episode, when Courage, Eustace, and Muriel go to the sun and change its light bulb. There's a powerful eruption on the sun which changes the force of gravity. 2302, new important laws and secrets of the universe revealed. Don't know what those secrets are. And then there's the secret of the moon that we get shortly after there. 40 years later, there's something terrible approaching Earth. What the fuck? This is so unreal that people take this seriously. So, 3797, all life on Earth is killed, but mankind lay the foundations for new life in another stellar system. Assuming she means solar system. But we already have other planets that we've colonized. We've got Mars, apparently. We've got the power to artificially create suns. So yeah, I'm sure we can make do. 3854, the development of civilization virtually stops and people live flocks as beasts. But then we get a new prophet less than 20 years later that teaches us about religion. Huh? And then a new church. What is this? 4304, we found a way to win any disease. Due to mutation, people at last beginning to use their brains more than 34%. So we were stuck using 34% of our brain for how many hundreds of, or how many thousands of years? In 4509, we're getting to know God. The man has Fina. What is that? Is that like swag? The man has Riz? What is that? And why are we getting to know him now? You just said like, alright, look guys, 4,000 years is enough to stay up here. What's going on? It's good to meet you. No, I did not see that. Regrettable. Didn't she say that we have a time machine by now? Yeah, we had the time machine like 1,000 years ago. We had a time machine in like 2271, I think. Oh no, that's when the laws of physics changed. It was 2288 that we got time travel. So I feel like all of these things could have easily been avoided, like the bad stuff, if we just time travel. She gave us an OP technology way too early. 4599, we achieve immortality. 4674, development of civilization reaches its peak. The number of people living on different planets is about 340 billion. Assimilation begins with aliens. 5076, a boundary universe. With it, no one knows. 5078, the decision to leave the boundaries of the universe while about 40% of the population is against. We leave the boundaries of the universe? What's beyond the beyond the boundaries of the universe? That's like an anime plot. That's some Gurren Lagann shit. What? We just decided to leave the boundaries of the universe? How could we just even make that decision? We go to the universe sequel, I guess. But then in 5079, it's the end of the world. Who gives a fuck? We have like 1,000 worlds now. What are you talking about? We have so many planets. Who cares about the end of the world? That's small potatoes. I'm more curious about what we do when we leave the boundaries of the universe. That's DLC. Oh, yeah, perhaps. I swear a 14-year-old wrote this. No, it's a self-proclaimed psychic that gets credit for actually everything. Right now, she gets credit for predicting 9/11, the pandemic. What was the other one that we just mentioned? Oh, the earthquake in Turkey. And like a couple other huge ones. Oh, Obama becoming president. Yeah, it's ridiculous. This fucking person is getting credit for everything that happens. I don't know who manages her estate, but they've struck an incredible deal for that reputation. 3 out of 3,000, not bad. Well, the thing is, she also didn't even predict those things that she's getting credit for. They're not among her predictions. It's just people, for some reason, making it up on her behalf. It's very odd. What is this website? It's a website that chronicled her predictions by year. She made so fucking many that this one just compiled, like, most of them together, I suppose. But it's so weird, like, mainstream media plays into it as well. So, like, chilling predictions Baba Vanga made for 2024 that came true. The huge economic crisis. But she didn't do that. We just looked at her 2024 predictions. Well, there wasn't any. 2023, her prediction was the Earth orbit slightly changes. Is the Silk Song release date on there? Oh yeah, did she predict the final release date for the new Hollow Knight game? That's a good question. Let me check. Baba Vanga would know. I don't see anything for 2024 anywhere. Just what people are saying she said, even though nothing concrete says she ever said any of this. I think she's just kind of become this figure that the media can draw on, like, oh, Baba Vanga says this. Gotta be careful, stay afraid. Thanks to the Prime Peabody. Nah, I haven't kept up with Pokemon Go shit in years. This was interesting, I'd never even heard of this name before. What an odd little rabbit hole. I thought it was great, Foop, and yes, I'm excited for the next one. I also love how they talk about her in some of these articles. This one was the end of 2023. We're heading towards the end of 2023, which means blind mystic Baba Vanga, who allegedly predicted 9/11 and even her own death. Man, everyone can predict their own death. Everyone's going to die. Like, you know it's coming. What'd she say? She said she's gonna die at some point? Genius.